Hey, good morning, everybody. Jim Whalen, the armed cyclist here in West Palm Beach. Sounds like I need new brakes on this thing this morning. Took my crew out for dinner last night and had a nice time. For those of you that don't know, I run a small ad agency here in West Palm Beach. We specialize in email marketing, and we're good at it. So if you have a how-to product that's in the health, wealth, and relationship area, we have a lot of great email lists for you to consider. So I was just watching the news yesterday, and you got this idiot up in Chicago by the name of Jesse Smollett, and it's like everybody in America's talking about him, so I figure I might as well too. It's like all those people that say Trump supporters attacked him, and Trump supporters did this, and Trump supporters did that. Well, where do you think they are today? Well, this guy's on his way to go to jail, most likely. He was convicted by a jury of making false police reports. And you got all these other idiots that are in that spectrum of places. I think there's been a few others, I don't know specifically, that have done the same crap as what this guy did. It's like, okay. It's like, whatever happened to just being an American and just doing your business and trying your best and achieving what you want your dreams to be. And it's like, I have an American Express black card, and I was thinking last night when I paid my bill with it, it's like you get all these idiots calling anything that's got to do with anything else racist, and I'm just waiting for the time that someone calls my black American Express card racist. It's like, whatever. You just get fed up with that crap, and it's like, what's next? And it's like they're starting to call highways racist, and they're starting to call if you refer to a black man that way, you're racist. Or no one ever says, oh, you refer to the white guy, oh, you're racist too. It's like so crazy. It's like the craziest shit ever. But that's what America's come to. The flaming liberals and the Democrats, all they ever talk about is victimhood. That's the only thing they ever talk about. If there's no victimhood, there would be no need for Democrats. And you got this crackpot AOC. I don't know why people keep voting for that thing. And it's like crazy. she's a thing. And you had, and then getting back to Jesse Smollett, you had the current vice president, who's really only good at changing Joe Biden's diapers. Let's face it, that's all she's good for, is changing Joe Biden's diapers. Then she spanks him for being bad when he craps his pants, and then puts a nipple back in his mouth when she finishes. It's like he can't even speak a sentence. She calls it the modern day lynching. Like, what kind of stupid politician does that shit? You know, I'm just a regular dude out making a living, and I find my success in helping other people achieve their success, and it's like, I just don't believe it. Neither can any of my staff. So Jesse Crackpot is like, that's just what he is. A dingbat. You know, you go watch the Dan Bongino show. It's on Facebook and it's on Fox and that kind of thing. And he lays it out like it is. All these flaming liberals, they all want everybody to believe in victimhood. That's all it is. It's just they want everybody in America to be a victim. I ain't no victim. If you're a victim of yourself. What happens to you happens because of you. It's like if you're poor or if you live in poverty, that's an idea. If you make money, you learn how to make money. You're learning a new idea. When I rode my bicycle from Michigan to, another trip, when I pedaled from, that trip too, I guess, but in particular, when I pedaled from Seattle, Washington, Key West on my bicycle, back in 2014, I did that trip. I pedaled 4,432 miles from Seattle, Washington, Key West. And I gotta tell you, those hills in Seattle go straight up. I pedaled through part of Washington State where it was like about 70 miles of desert. And right about halfway through on the when I rode on the interstate, in that area you're allowed to ride on the interstate, there's this trailer park, and I gotta tell you, it was the hood. If I took pictures of that place, you'd be astonished. And it was poverty. That's a concept of living. Poverty is a concept of living. That's what that is. When you work for someone, that's a concept of what you want to do and how you want to live your life. When you work for someone, that's a concept. When you work for yourself, that's a concept. Meaning, if you have your own job, if you have your own customers, that's your own job. That's your own concept of how you want to do things. If you want to hire people to expand your business and work on your business and not in your business, that's another concept. That's what allows you to make a lot of money. Hiring people and expanding your mindset of how to make money. Because if you help others make money, especially commission salespeople, you'll make money as well. And if you want to be rich, You see Grant Cardone, if you watch him, that's another concept of how to live your life. Because you're going after what you want. And I'm not saying anybody's a loser or anything like that, but if you're comfortable living in a trailer park, well, that's for you. If you're comfortable living in living in the hood, that's how you see yourself living. If you want to change that, well, in America, you have the idea that you can change that. That's what's so great about America. And it's like, in America, if you accept responsibility for yourself, that's how you get ahead. Just driving through downtown West Palm Beach here on the way to the gym, usually I see the meter maid. I yell out the window, "Yo, meter maid, what's up?" "Yo, meter maid, what's up?" It's like, okay. If you're a meter maid, one of those people that go around giving out parking tickets. I got one last night because I didn't feel like putting money in the meter. That's what people call. That's what I call a meter maid. If I was the mayor, I'd have them all in maid uniforms. So, I remember one time when I pedaled from West Palm Beach to Winnipeg, Manitoba in 2012. I pedaled through Florida, of course, where I live, through the Panhandle, through to not necessarily in this order, but Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska. I like Nebraska. South Dakota, North Dakota, and then I came to the Canadian border. And I remember the look on the Canadian customs inspector's face. "You rode that thing all the way from Florida?" I said, "Yeah." But I say that because I speak about that trip which was 3,000 miles, by the way, because I pedaled through Louisiana. And this was on US 90. For those of you that are familiar with any of the roads. I don't even remember the name of the town. But there's this small town, and on one side of the highway there's a big prison, and on the other side of the highway there was the hood. And I mean, it was the hood. This was almost as bad as that trailer park. out in Washington State. But it was like the most craziest thing. So I had lunch. I went further into town, into the better area, of course, which wasn't the hood. Had lunch. And I said, "What's up with this? The prison? You got the hood on the other side of the prison." And the guy that owned the restaurant said, "Here comes the rent-a-cop people." Hey, I just wanted to make sure you knew Willie Perez still sucks. I had a tuffle with Willie Perez one time when I was holding up one of my signs. So I stopped the rent-a-cop in his car. They knew who I was. I see that every time. To him. So, I was telling you about that prison. And so I go into that restaurant. And it's like the guy that runs the restaurant was saying, "Oh, that's just a rotating system they have out there." And it's like people grew up there in poverty. People grew up in that place, and then they go to prison. Then they come out, go back to the shacks there, if you will, and then they do some more crime. Then they go back and into prison, and back out and back in and back out. That's what he was saying. And it wasn't a white guy who was telling me this; it was a black guy. It's like, okay. And that's the example of what these idiots, flaming liberals, want to do. Go soft on crime, have a rotating system like that, and that's exactly what's happening in New York City. And it's just a darn shame. There's all the, I don't know if you can see them or not, all the illegal immigrants over there just lining up for their day jobs. They're the ones that they let in all the time. Illegal immigrants have been hanging out there for years, doing their J jobs. So all the people that get their lawns cut in West Palm Beach probably get them cut by the guys that hang out in 45th Street. They call them, my trainer at the gym calls it the mustard point. I was planning on riding my bicycle to the gym this morning, but weatherman said it was too foggy out. Didn't feel like riding in the fog, and I'm seeing there's no fog right here at all. And it's like, I believed him because I was out yesterday doing like 35 miles, 32 actually, and it's like there was a lot of fog. You don't really want to ride a bicycle in the fog because nobody can really see you no matter how bright your lights are. I'm just pedaling through the hood here in Riviera Beach. Sorry, I'm driving through the hood in Riviera Beach. And like I said, living in the hood is a concept. You want to change the concept of how you see yourself, do something about it, study a particular topic, get good at it. You know, a particular topic on how to make money, get good at it, master it, excel at it, and you'll make the kind of money you want. Grant Cardone says, get into real estate? Well, get into real estate. I'm going to one of his real estate events this coming weekend. This next week. And learn about it. I've already invested in one of his funds. And one of my salesmen just got a $33,000 commission check. He's making about $30,000 to $34,000 a month now. He started out with me at $10 an hour. So, something that I'm darn proud of. That's a concept. He mastered how to sell email advertising. He mastered the industry. He mastered the art of talking to people on the phone. He mastered the art of English, of how to talk to people, because he's an immigrant from Brazil. He mastered how to the right words. He mastered the mind concept of how to sell. He mastered the idea of how to 10x your income. He mastered the idea of how to go for it. He mastered the idea of how to live. I hired him fresh out of university. He mastered the idea of America, self-responsibility, how to get ahead, how to deal with people, how to get things done for him. He mastered that. He mastered all that. And he's only 25, and this year he's going to make $350,000 a year. He started out with me at $10 an hour. So I can learn a lot from that guy too. You know, a lot. And he's someone I'm darn proud of. I hired him fresh out of university. So that's how it is. In America, you can be anything you want to be. If you want to be a victim, you can play victimhood all your life. If you want to say somebody else is racist, well, that's up to you. That's just total nonsense. If you want to live like that, don't come to me. If you want to be a UPS driver all your life, that's a great job. You can be a UPS driver. Just pass a UPS vehicle right now. But if you want to open up a company, if you want to open up a courier company, have it become a UPS-like company, you certainly have the option of doing that too. Because in America, you can do that. UPS started back in 1917, 1918, delivering drugs from pharmacies. That's how UPS got started. By a couple of guys, I think maybe 2 or 3 guys. And some people in the original families, the descendants still own some of the stock in that organization. If you want to be a policeman, you can be a great policeman. You can excel at what you do. It's a darn good job. It's a darn good career. So you can master that. Master the art of getting ahead. That's what this is about. Get rid of the victimhood. I'll talk to you later.